Man, it's been a long time coming.
It has
We've
been.
been done
Yeah.
this for a while.
Look at the new set.
Look at
New
this set,
set.
everybody.
Herbert even has a fancy hat, guys.
Yes.
Herbert dressed up.
Yeah.
We did too.
Yeah.
We did too.
We're
Yeah.
not just wearing jeans and hoodies anymore, guys. We're
That's
legit.
right. We do know
Jeans and
how
hoodies
to
are comfortable.
somewhat clean up.
True. Yeah.
So
I think we clean up pretty good.
I think we clean up very nice.
I think
And
our
I'm
shower
sure
cleaned up
all
pretty-
of you have
Yeah.
cleaned up pretty well and are most likely not in your pajamas, I'm sure. So
I'm hoping
We're
not.
sure.
Yeah.
Very sure you're not in your pajamas.
Oh, man.
Anyway, guys, this is going to be an awesome night. We are
Yes.
so excited about this. We're going to talk about grade sixes, or sorry, grade sixes, grade nines, grade 12s, and post-secondary students. This
Yeah.
is your night, you guys. This is a night we just want to say, guys, I mean, well done.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we love you all, and I mean, this is just an important night for you. So we want this to be fun. We want this to be encouraging,
Yep.
and so we hope that's the case tonight. It's going to
Totally.
be loads
That's
of
the
fun.
plan.
That's
Totally.
the plan.
Yep.
So in just a little bit, we're going to start with talking about our grade sixes.
Yes.
But before we do that, though, like we usually do in the stream, we need
Yeah.
to have fun.
It's
we
the
have to
merch
laugh.
show.
We have to have a good time.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn it over to Abby because she's going to tell us how we're going to have fun.
So,
Bring
you
back a
guys
classic.
who have watched the Merge stream before may remember this from our absolute first week of the Merge show.
Yeah, way back when.
Way
We
back.
get to, that's kind of quiet. We get to do the Whisper Challenge.
Yes.
So, we're going to see who wins this time because, I don't remember who won the last one, the first
It
time
was
we did
probably
this.
me. It
But,
was probably
You
me.
know, Dan, I somewhat believe that because I know it wasn't me.
yeah.
So,
Well, okay, so first things first, Dan, you're going to put in headphones with music.
yes.
Oh, yeah. I got my headphones right
Yeah.
here.
And so,
Trust me, he won't be able to hear anything.
yeah. And so you guys will see on the screen, we've made sure we can't see our screen, so we're not able to cheat with this.
Yes.
But you guys are going to see on the screen the words that we're saying to try and get Dan to understand. So Josh, would you
Yes.
like to go first telling him the words?
Abby, I would love to go first. Thank you.
That is lovely.
got
Okay.
a sheet here.
So Dan's going to have some bass bumping music going on.
I hope you have some bass bumping music. Do you want to let the stream know what you're listening to tonight, Dan?
Maybe I don't. I don't know.
You know what? That's okay. Listen to whatever you want to listen to, Dan.
I will. I think I'm going to listen to. I don't know actually.
He's on a
You
Spotify
should get some.
right now.
You should get some Shania Twain.
Actually, we're good. It's already up,
Oh
Okay.
man. Okay.
and it's very loud.
Are you good? Thumbs up? Yes?
Okay,
guys, here we go.
Does we have a timer going on?
Yes, we do
Okay.
have a timer
For
going on.
45 seconds.
45 seconds.
'Kay.
There's 4 of them. There's 4 he can get
Yeah.
ready. Ready? Okay. A flying koala.
I can't repeat what you just said.
Flying.
Flag.
Flying.
Fl-
Fly.
No, I can't repeat that.
Fly. Fly.
Okay, I do think you're swearing. Like, remember we talked about how I thought.
Yes, I know. Flying.
Frag.
Flying.
Flying.
Actions.
Koala. He's not going to get this.
True.
Koala. This is so
Oh.
cool.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh.
Koala.
Water. Flying water.
Time.
Time.
We can
Oh.
get one, Dan. That's it.
Oh, did I lose?
Yeah.
Can I take these out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
It was a flying koala.
That's not what you said.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay, well, that's not what came out.
To be fair,
Okay.
these are hard.
That's true.
Okay, Dan, we're gonna. Are
Dan, you
we?
gotta put yours back
yeah,
in.
you got. So now we're gonna see if I can.
If you
See if
get
I
some
can.
Abby's.
If I can beat 0 points.
I'm reading your second round. Good luck.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm looking at you.
No, you're looking. Look at Abby.
Oh.
Okay, you ready?
See if you can do better this
Do
time.
we have timers? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Under. Under. I can't do
That's
this while
good.
smiling. Under.
That's good.
No. Under.
High school.
I'm saying one word.
You're saying one
High
word.
school.
No. Under. Under. Dan.
High school.
No.
No.
Under. Under.
High. S-
Under.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know.
Under.
Under?
Underwater.
Yes.
Yeah. Water.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fish.
Fish.
Don't.
Don't.
Stink. Stink. Stink.
Time.
We were so close. Okay.
Yeah.
It was underwater fish don't stink. We were so close.
We were so close.
I almost got you to 1 point, Dan.
Well, I try my best, and though too, I don't know why you swear as much as you do when we do this. I don't. You don't have to
I'm
say those
trying to
things.
see a flying koala.
Well,
That was it, chat.
Not
You
how it
saw it on the
works.
screen.
Oh
It's on my
my
sheet. All right.
Not how
You
it
know
looked.
what? So the chat understands.
job, everybody.
Look, a flying koala. You may not see
It's
that.
on their screen. They.
I'm proving it's on my sheet right now
Oh,
because Dan
sorry.
doesn't believe me.
Sorry. Yes. Yes.
well,
yes.
No, it's well, okay. No, I don't believe you.
That's
But-
what I thought.
Okay. Okay. Do you want headphones on next, or do you want me to have headphones on next?
I can go. I can go.
Okay.
Oh,
Headphones gotta turn on though.
Okay, Dan,
yeah.
you can go first.
Okay, Josh, round one.
Oh wait, he's not ready.
I'm not even ready yet. My headphones have to be untangled. I was not prepared for this.
Oh man, those are fancy headphones. They're wired but not.
Oh wow. They look
They're
military
wireless but
grade.
they're wired.
Well, they're like not true wireless.
Oh,
All right.
I'm learning so much today. Okay, get some bass bumping songs in there.
Bass is bumping.
Let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah. Okay, are you good?
I think so. Yeah. Wait.
I don't think you are. You
Crank,
can-
crank. Yeah, are you good?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
I
good. If
am.
You can say that you are. You're not good.
Oh man, is
It should be uncomfortable.
is
Okay.
good?
Okay.
I'm gonna yell. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, it's my turn.
Yep.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
John?
Oh no.
Chocolate.
Chalk?
Chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
Chocolate.
Choice?
Chocolate.
Loch Ness?
Chocolate.
Is there a Ness in there at all?
No. Chocolate.
I have literally no idea, Dan.
Chalk.
Chalk.
Let.
Chalkless.
Let. Chocolate.
You're going off. I have no idea.
Oh man.
Chocolate.
Chalk?
Time. Oh man.
What was it?
Chocolate.
I could have sworn we did
Oreos.
better at this the
Chocolate
first
covered.
time.
I mean,
Okay.
you really got that chalk part. Like,
Yeah,
down
you got
to a
chalk
T.
down.
It
I
was
just didn't know
perfect.
the lat part.
Chalkness. Chalkness. There's a
Chalkness.
ness.
I was trying. I was
Okay,
trying.
Josh, I got you.
Okay, we're doing this again, aren't we? Oh,
But
goodness.
yeah, yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah.
I fully believe in you. I
this
fully
is way
believe in
better
you.
than last time though. You could almost hear something faint on those headphones. I got nothing.
Good.
Those
Okay.
are strong.
Okay, wait.
Good? No, oh, not good.
Yes, I'm good. This is
Good?
still a shock.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. The
The
ball
ball
is
is
in
in
your
your
court.
court.
Yeah, what?
Let's go.
Okay. Toasted.
Don't.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Rolls over.
Toasted. Toast.
Goat.
Nope. Toasted.
Go see.
No. Toasted.
Oh goodness, Abby.
Toasted.
English. Abby.
Toast.
Toasted.
Toasted.
Yes. Cheese.
Toasted cheese.
Yes. And.
At. Toasted cheese has.
No. And. And.
Hand.
You got the full word. You nailed that.
I tried.
Toasted cheese and tuna sandwich.
I love at one point you're like, at? Or like you're telling her what it is, right? The toasted cheese.
Where did I
at.
put my head? Oh, there.
That's what it is.
Felt like it had to be right. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was so good.
Okay.
Goodness.
What bass bumping music do I have? I fully believe in myself.
You should play rap.
Rap music.
I feel like that's your jam.
I feel like that is your jam. It's certainly okay.
Certainly not country music.
I'm
That was
listening to
so
Bass
loud.
Boosted Car
Oh my
2020.
goodness.
This is bound to be
All right,
good.
Dan. Let's see if
Wait.
Abby can get one. I'm currently in the lead with one single
Wait,
point.
I'm
chat.
not ready.
Please be
Okay,
proud
wait.
of me.
So are you starting round one, Josh, or am I?
I can start round one.
Oh, sure, go for it.
Okay. You good? Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Pickles.
Beard.
Pickles.
Beard.
Pick.
B.
Pick.
P. P.
Pick. Pickles.
Pierce.
Pickles.
Pinch.
Pickles.
Pickle.
Pickles.
Pickle?
Yeah. On.
On. Air. Air. Air.
On.
Air. At.
Bun. Bun. Bun.
Africa.
Bun.
Bun?
Yes.
Pickle on a bun.
Yes. Oh, she got one.
She got one. Good job. That wasn't
didn't think
awkward at
I
all.
was that
Oh, I
hard.
just realized I'm probably killing the stream with this because my mic is right here. Sorry, stream, if you...
It's
really good
giving
music.
it to them like
Okay, Dan.
legit, like
see
they were
if she can
mad.
get a second one. I feel
Okay.
like
It was
that
pickle
first
on a bun?
one- Yeah, pickle on a bun.
Okay, round 2. 3, 2, 1. Penny.
Banana.
Penny.
Bat.
Penny.
Big.
Let me finish. Penny.
Bat.
Penny.
Cat.
I'm not even done. Penny.
Pat?
Penny.
What?
Penny.
Pan.
Penny.
Can?
Penny.
Man.
Penny.
Pancake.
Penny.
Pen.
Penny.
Pancake.
Penny.
Pan.
Oh my.
Penny.
Pan.
No. Penny.
Penny. Penny.
Penny.
Doesn't matter. That still was not nearly enough.
Oh my goodness.
It was supposed to be a penny for your
Penny
thoughts.
for your thoughts.
You never even made it past penny.
It really looked like you were saying pancake. Felt very confident in pancake.
Here's the thing: when he says no to pancake, clearly it's
I just
not
thought maybe
pancake.
he was mishearing me or didn't hear me.
No,
No,
we can all hear you.
everyone could
loud
have
and
heard you. That
clear.
was abundantly.
That was
Clearly
It's,
there.
you know,
You were obviously speaking.
it's much harder than he thought.
Is it though?
You got 0.
Okay. Well, let's not.
We
we're
both
tied.
got 1. Yeah, we're tied.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need a last place consequence later. That's
That's right.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. There's more games to. Well, there's one more game tonight. You'll see later in the stream, everybody.
That's right.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on here a little
Yeah.
bit. Grade 6s.
Man, we're happy to have you here.
Happy to have you guys. We realize when you move into grade 7, it can be scary, it can be
Totally.
intimidating,
Yep.
and more so in this season too. Like, man, you guys just don't know what to expect in the fall yet, and that's
No.
crazy. But we thought before we get into your little segment, we're just going to talk a little bit about what we experienced when I think that we were that age and what we liked about that age time,
Yeah.
everything like that. So for me, I didn't mind junior high. I thought it was pretty good times. My favorite class, believe it or not, was home economics.
You make food in that
Ooh.
class.
You do make food in
Was
that
that
class.
cooking and sewing or just cooking?
Cooking and sewing.
Okay,
and I
nice.
have a
Mine was strictly cooking.
and
Ooh.
my favorite memory though was when we were sewing
Oh.
because I screwed it up.
Oh.
We were supposed to make an apron, and I started and I thought we were doing okay, and I get like the seams where they have to be.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of sewing away, and all of a sudden, I remember seeing the home ec teacher. She ran across the room like yelling. She's like, "No, no, 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 no!" And I was like, "I'm just sewing." And so she kind of pulled this thing out of the sewing machine, and I had sewed like the bottom half to the top half. It had folded
Oh,
together.
man.
And then she actually like held it up in front of the class, and she's like, "This is what not to do,
Oh,
everybody."
man.
And I was like, "Hey, at least I was seen, right? Like at least I had my moment in
You
front
had
of
your
everyone.
moment.
I had my moment. It
Wow.
wasn't my, happiest moment, but it was
was a
still,
moment
it was
nonetheless.
still
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good moment.
Proud of you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I think one of my favorite memories was I had an IE class, IA Industrial Arts, and I got to make a little cannon out of metal, aluminum.
What?
I think. Yeah.
Really?
Did it
Well,
fire?
No, it didn't fire.
Oh,
It
that's-
just-
that's
it just
too bad.
looked like a cannon.
Oh, sorry.
You think
That's
I'm
still
an
cool
actual
too. That's
cannon
cool
and I
too.
shoot
Like a
That's cool too. I like
That's
it.
very piratey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked pretty
Yeah.
cool. It took a while. It was a long project. I also made a pie cutter out of plastic. I think we still have it in my house. I don't think.
How'd you make what? Really?
You just bend plastic. It's a whole. There's
Oh,
machines for it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You cut it. You put it in shape. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I still to
Easy.
this date don't think anyone's actually used it at my house.
I think that should be like your goal of this week is to use that this week. I think that'd be
I'll
good.
try to find it.
Do
and
it.
I'll do it.
I support
I'll
that.
post it on Instagram if I find it.
Man.
Yeah,
Man, for me, okay, so like, I do remember grade 7 because I know I was the most recent one in grade 7 of all of us.
Yeah, you're young.
I just can't really remember what happened with grade 7, but I do remember in grade 6 when we had to like, because grade 6 is when you move to the new school. So I went to EMP and then I moved to ESME. So they're just literally right in the same parking lot. They're in the same field. And so we like walked over to the new school and we're like, oh, like this is so cool. We see all like the people. And it was then that school just like became my home because I was there for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
But like just like seeing everyone and like figuring out and being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna move from like having recess to now I have options and I get to do all these things.
Yeah,
It
options
was so
the
cool.
coolest
I loved
part.
options.
Yeah.
Right? And I loved, and we had IA, and I built this shelf, and it was really cute. It was like, it said the word love, but it was a shelf, but then it broke, so my dad had to rebuild it for me because I really liked the shelf. I just wasn't good at building it, so. Those are my grade 6/7 memories.
See, I never had to change schools. I went to Sturgeon Heights for grade 6 and 7. You're in the same school.
Nice.
Oh, makes sense.
And then I went to
weird.
Gish for grade 8 and 9.
Oh, yes.
Fair enough.
Gish.
Fair enough.
Well, good. Excellent. So right about this time, we're actually supposed to show a video.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the video wasn't working super well, which is really too bad. We were
Yeah.
really looking forward for you guys to watch this video. But we're going to call a couple people now who just
Yes.
want to say in particular, though, to you guys in grade 6, well done. And they just want to love on you guys, though, just for a moment here, while Abby just thinks about the phone number. Josh and I are going to kill time.
We're going to kill
Yes.
Yeah. Man, yeah, like it is actually too bad we're not going to get to show
Yeah,
it.
it was actually a really cool video.
Really cool video. Although we
Yes.
will show it later on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, it'll be on both of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, Dennis says, my IA teacher made me walk around the entire room because I couldn't find the level and he wouldn't tell me where it was.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Okay.
Man, what a nice
You
guy.
learned
I
some lessons
think-
in your
Yeah, you do.
Pastor Pam and Janelle, do we have you both on the call here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we have both Pastor Pam and Pastor Janelle on the calls here. So do one of you want to go first with your blessing?
You go ahead, Pastor Janelle.
Certainly. Hey, grade 6s. I'm actually a little bit sad that you're not going to be part of Extreme Kids anymore. But I'm super, super, super proud of you guys. You are all so unique and wonderful and awesome. And I know you're going to love junior high so much. And I just wanted to give you one of my favorite verses, which is Philippians 4:13, which says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. You guys got this. You guys are going to tackle junior high. And I just love you and can't wait to see what God's going to do with you guys.
Awesome.
Oh, I so agree, Pastor Janelle. In fact, some of you grade 6s I've known since you were babies, which is unbelievable to me that you're moving from grade 6 into Merge. But what I can tell you is that you have nothing to be afraid of. Merge is such a wonderful place for all of you. You will be loved. You guys have a solid foundation in Jesus, so continue to let your light shine for Jesus. And for many of you, I sure hope we're going to see you back in Extreme Kids as our volunteers this next year. So we love you guys and be blessed.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pastor Pam and Janelle. They had a video prepared for us before of all of them with Michelle and Debbie, and they had this whole video, but it wasn't working. So we're so happy they're able to still
Thrilled to get them on
give
there,
us a
yeah.
call, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, you guys are coming into some pretty cool. Like, Merge is going to be awesome for you.
Yeah.
Merge is going to be fun.
It's pretty
Totally.
hype. Pretty hype.
All right, I have a little speech I want to give you guys
Yes,
too.
Dan
Not
does.
very long, but just a few things to share. So I'm going to put my mic down while we just grab the other mic here.
Yeah. Man, grade 6. What a wild time.
What a wild time.
What a wild time. Grade 7 is truly a fun year, though.
Junior high in total is a
Yeah.
fun year.
Really is.
There we go. How's that? Doing good for sound there, Nathan? I'm assuming we are. Grade 6s. Guys, so when I kind of look back at my time in grade 7, there's a few things that were true, but I didn't always think about them as I went into grade 7. When I look back at junior high, it was a lot of fun, loads of fun. And with it, it can also bring some things that are really tough as well. I want you to remember, though, like something as you head into this new stage of life. And I think these are things that are important as you go on. The first one is this. Learn just to be who you are, just to simply always be yourself. There will always be, though, this thought that you have to be popular, that you have to be liked by everybody. And that never seems to go away. In fact, it always seems to last. But it's right around this age where we start to make a lot of choices into who we are. We start to make a lot of compromises sometimes into who we are. We actually do things we'd say we'd never do. Or we say things that we thought we'd never say. And we do them just to be liked and accepted by others. But I want you to just to simply listen from someone who's already been where you are. don't be the person that everybody else wants you to be. Be the person that God wants you to be. In fact, he already likes you exactly as you are. He absolutely, totally loves you, and he already approves of you. And so that's the first thing I want you to remember as you head into this next year. Be who you are. Always just be who you are. Here's the second thing, and it's a little harder to swallow. But when it comes to your parents, they're smarter than you think. There will be moments in the future where, in fact, though you believe that they just don't understand and they just don't know what it's like to be in your shoes and they don't get it. And at times you're going to butt heads and you're going to argue. But also remember, they have been where you are. They have actually been your age. They have been in your shoes. And they love you. And they want what's best for you. And one day you'll look at your own life and realize just how right they were about so much when you look back. I know that's hard to imagine now even, but I know it's true. They are here to help, so listen to them well. And then the last thing I just want to share with you guys just for a moment. This, though you have 3 years of your life, is just a small little moment in time. And it is actually fair to say that you will have some of these moments to be really hard. And at times it will feel like the end of the world when maybe something at school doesn't go well, or maybe something with a friend or something to that extent. But just remember, though, that right now, that though you, I think as a teenager, is a short time. It's not a long time. So I want to encourage you not to live your life being really worried about how your friends are going to look back on you, how they will one day they'll remember you. Live your life as though it's only God watching, as though it's only him that you need your approval from. What he thinks matters most, and matters most important above all. And guys, we love you, and we are excited for this next, stage of life, though, with you here at Merge. And anyway, we just want to say, though we are just really excited for the fall with you, and as well, we just pray for you as you head into junior high that you would have an amazing time, and that though you have 3 things and other things in your heart would just be things that resonate with you. Okay, guys, so we love you, and thanks, guys. God bless.
That's so good.
That is so good.
Man.
It's so true, too.
Totally. Especially, your parents actually do know some things.
They're
that's a
smart
lesson.
people. They're actually geniuses.
I touched on that on my speech later, too, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Parents do know stuff. The amount of times I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys don't get it.
Can't possibly understand.
They actually, they do know some things. Not technology-wise, generally not, there. But aside from that, they got it.
Yeah.
That's
And
true
that's
for
why
my
we help.
family.
That's why we
Exactly.
help.
That's why we're here to help them
We
with the
are
tech.
here to help.
Exactly. Grade 9s.
Oh, man.
Grade 9s are graduating too.
Grade 9.
So
I love
exciting.
this crew.
So yeah, what are grade 9 memories for you guys? What's your
Well,
What's
I
your
can remember going into high school, grade 10. I went to East Glen, school of 1,200.
wow?
It was huge. In fact, I remember my first day getting lost because it was so big I couldn't actually find my way around.
That's crazy.
Never had
yeah,
that.
No, yeah, it was nuts. But man, I had some of the most fun in my life at high school. I think that's where I learned to actually more be myself. That was when I was there. I just had an awesome group of friends. It was so good. I loved my time in high school. It was great.
Yeah.
I think for me, I specifically remember my grade 9 grad is because I ditched halfway through to play a soccer game, which we won. So that's good.
So worth it.
And then I came back later in a purple suit. And there are not
Nice.
photos of that if
Oh,
you're
man.
asking. They're all
We'll
gone.
see if we can get photos for that for the merge Insta later. I feel like that would be such a blessing for everyone.
I don't think it'd be a blessing.
Was it vibrant purple?
No, it was like a solid darker purple, but
Oh, okay.
I was not a fan of the
I
suit.
can roll with that. That's
the
fun.
grimace.
Yeah.
Remember
man.
we talked about that earlier? The
The grimace. Apparently, that's
Now
a
you know what the
McDonald's
grimace is.
character.
It is. It's a
the
McDonald's
goopy-
character.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know
also
that.
the name of my car. Even though I know my car's burgundy
Yeah.
before everyone on set here starts to lose their minds, but it's okay.
Yeah.
is very burgundy,
you
to be
could
fair.
you could do that. Yeah. Okay. For me, so this doesn't sound like a good memory to begin with because it sounds a little sketchy. But I promise, just keep rolling with me here. But in I can't remember if it was grade 9 or grade 10. But in my art class, first of all, I'm not very good at being artsy, so I didn't take that class too seriously at all. Which take your classes seriously. But I just had a blast in that class because I could just paint and do random stuff. But one day we had a lockdown because there was a moose outside. And so we all had to, do the, like, where you, like, shelter in the corner because they didn't tell us it was a moose at that point. And so what happened was, like, how all art teachers are kind of, like, a little crazy? Like, so my art teacher was, like, she was amazing, but she was just, like, a wild person. And she started playing. It was just when we got smart boards that was like so super exciting. And so she put a whole YouTube video of cat videos on the smart board and like blasting loud while we're in this lockdown. And we didn't know it was for a moose at the time. So we're all like freaking out. And we're like, Madame, like turn off the smart board. And she's like, oh, you see that one? It's in a tree. And we're like, what's going on? And so we ended up laughing and having like a blast with it after. But it was just a wild time in the middle. We were like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But it was just for a moose. So, like,
I have one story
typical
that's similar,
Canadian.
but it only happened in, like, grade 4.
What?
I was in California. This is when I lived in California. And we had an outdoor school, okay? So, like, when I say outdoor school,
Explain.
It's all portables.
Okay.
So there's no hallways.
Okay.
I thought you meant like we're just out in a field.
No. No. But you walk out of the classroom and you're outside, essentially.
Oh,
Okay.
So when, like, there's not really anywhere to go. There's like a main office with library and office and stuff attached, but that's pretty much it. But anyways, we're at recess, and all of a sudden, all the teachers brought us to like the farthest wall from. There was a big field and a set of hills near us, and they gave us all dodgeballs. Okay.
What?
They gave us all of us dodgeballs. They brought out the rack, the bin full of them, and they're like, here, kids, each take one. Do you want to know why? There was apparently a mountain lion on the hill, looking down on us kids. We're grade 4 and 5, so clearly. We're
dodgeballs is the answer.
Right? Clearly, that's what we're going to be able to handle that, right?
Yeah.
The dodgeball is going to save all of his children here.
Yeah.
No way.
Turns out, Ranger comes, the whole thing, because like if it's a legitimate mountain lion, the kids are actually in trouble. They'll hunt us.
Yeah.
It was just a super fat city cat.
No.
It was just sitting in the mountain.
How big of a city cat was that?
I don't know.
How do you misjudge that?
I don't know. Some teacher panicked and said, "Oh no, a mountain lion!" And all the kids were given dodgeballs. Welcome to U.S., ladies and
There's
gentlemen.
so many things to question here. It's a fat cat. You're giving 4th and 5th graders dodgeballs to handle a mountain. What?
You are not making America sound appealing to
Yeah.
I think that was legendary. I was able to fight for my freedom, all right? That was amazing.
Dodgeball.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I think I'll take a moose over a fat cat and dodgeballs.
Honestly, it was the biggest letdown of my life. Once I heard this big fat city cat, I was
Oh,
like,
man. Yeah, that is disappointing.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was just
amazing.
phenomenal.
I'm glad I heard that.
That was my best story for that.
I feel very blessed by that. But we also have, speaking of feeling blessed, transition.
Segue.
Pastor Wes has a blessing for all of you grade 9, so we get to listen to that now.
Hello, grads. My name's Wes. Congratulations on doing a whole lot of hard work. And now you have the opportunity to reap the rewards of your hard work and graduate. You know, when someone graduates, people often take that opportunity to tell them how to be successful in the next phase of their life. Well, here's my advice. Have fun, work hard, and pursue Jesus with your whole heart. And when you live your life, you'll find that you're actually living the abundant life that he promises. And not only that, but he'll give you the desires of your heart. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a Seattle Seahawks jersey, it's simply a reminder to Pastor Dan that there are actually winning teams that play in the NFL. Graduates, congratulations.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, Wes, for giving that blessing for our grade 9s here. And so I just have a little speech I want to give to you guys here. So hello, grade 9 grads. Thank you all to all grade 9 grads and your families and friends that tuned in tonight to watch this. I feel honored to be able to give this speech to my lovely grade 9s tonight. So as I was thinking about what I want to say to you guys tonight, I couldn't really peg one thing here. I've seen you guys grade 9s grow in some really amazing ways, and I met most of you in grade 7. We've had some really awesome laughs. We've walked through some tricky times together. But you guys always make my day with all your uniqueness and craziness. But there's something really unique about all of you grade 9s as a whole, is that you guys are so faithful to one another. Grade 9 boys, you guys have each other's backs. You guys have fun in everything you do, and I love to be able to see that. Grade 9 girls, you guys have such a contagious joy to you guys. You're also incredibly unique, yet you do life as one big family. And to those of you who are watching that I have not yet met, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you. We want to celebrate you as well. So I'm excited to be here celebrating with you. And while we may not be able to do that all together in person, I'm glad we're able to set this time aside to celebrate one another. So I'm sure you never would have expected to be watching a grade 9 graduation from your laptop while you're probably in your pajamas. And this can feel wrong. You had hoped for cake and pictures and with all of your friends in your dresses and your suits. And this has been a crazy season. You've dealt with the loss here. You're excited for grade 9 grad, and your grad you had dreamed of is a loss. For the longest time, majority of grade 9 grad was celebrated in the same formal way. Lots of people talking, walking across the stage, some more people talking, people giving speeches. Your family would have circled the parking lot 50 times to find the perfect parking spot. They would have wandered in the building to find a spot only to change spots multiple times just to get the perfect spot so they can see you in the lineup of grads and get the perfect picture of you walking across the stage. And they do this because they're so proud of you. And that's what hasn't changed about this grad is they're so proud of you and we're still so proud of you. So you might not be going through all the normal formalities of a grade 9 graduation, but the most important part of it has stayed. This new circumstance has not changed, that we are all still so proud of you guys. 7 years ago, I think, I was graduating from grade 9. I was trying to finish up all my exams. I was trying to figure out which school to go to. I was trying to figure out which options I would be wanting to take the next year and what my friends were going to be doing. These decisions could be really scary. They can feel intimidating to now be a high schooler and figuring out what that all means. But I have some pieces of advice for you guys as you move into high school. These are lessons I learned from my life in my high school years, and I'd love to be able to share with you. So these are 7 pieces of advice I have for grade 9 grads. Some tips may be more helpful than others, but here they are. So first, find an outlet for when you're stressed. This could be going for a walk, listening to music that your parents will say is way too loud, finding something to do to help your mind when you're stressed. Number 2, when you're back in school, don't block the hallway. Just don't do it. Everyone, you're going to want to be back in school. You're going to want to see all your friends in the middle of the hallway, but don't block the hallway. That's a rule of high school. Number 3, Spark Notes will be your best friend, especially in the Shakespeare units of English. But don't buy the book because it's all available free online. I know. I'm not sponsored by Spark Notes. Don't worry. But they will be your best friend. Number 4, failing a test is not the end of the world. It's not a fun feeling, but your worth is not tied to your grade in that class. Number 5, stay true to yourself. Don't ever be ashamed if you have different interests than others. You're not defined by how many friends you have. Dr. Seuss says it best. He says, be who you are and say what you feel because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. And number 6, always be extremely excited when your teacher says you'll be watching Bill Nye or Magic School Bus. Those are the best days in class. Don't take them for granted. And number 7, be present in your high school days. They're filled with so many fun and exciting things, so make sure you're being present in those moments and taking all those opportunities that you can. So those are my pieces of advice for you guys, whether you use them or not. All the Merge leaders here are so excited to see you guys move on to high school. And when we're back in church, you guys get to go to the high school room, which is so exciting. But never forget that we're all still so incredibly proud of you. So my grade 9 friends, you guys did it. You made it through junior high. You're moving on to be grade 10s. You're now high school. A few years ago, you were elementary, but now just in a little bit, you're high school and further on. Time really can fly, and I'm so excited to witness this journey and see you guys on to the next step. So as I end my speech here, I want to speak a little blessing over you. This is a blessing my parents prayed over me every night when I was a little kid, so I want to pray this over you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face to you and grant you peace. Amen. I'm so proud of you guys, and I love and miss each and every one of you.
That's great, Abby. Thanks so much.
That was really well
That
done.
was awesome.
Those tips specifically,
So good.
don't make a group in the hallway. Don't
Yeah.
block it.
Don't
Just
block the
pick a
hall.
side.
Prime info.
Pick
Prime.
a side.
It's all free, guys. Free info right
One of
there.
the biggest pet peeves I think I've ever had going through high school.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
these groups of people would just take up like 3/4 of it, and you had to kind of like shimmy around them. And you're like, why?
Right?
Yeah,
don't have to do
don't
that.
get it.
I know. It's wild.
And by the way, Wes Broadhead, let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, man.
I love you, man, and thanks for the video. And not so high on the whole football slamming thing there. So.
Wait, which team do you cheer for?
I cheer for the Chicago Bears.
The Chicago Bears.
The Chicago Bears.
Means nothing to me. I don't know
Monsters of
football.
Midway. So,
Cool.
Wes, watch your back, okay?
Oh,
That's all I got to say.
man.
That's all I got to
We've
say.
got drama going down.
Yeah, intense.
And you're my boss, so like not in a bad way. Don't worry. But
Oh, man.
Here's
See,
the thing, I know almost nothing about football, and I'm sorry for all those people who are going to dislike me for this. Just never really been
yeah,
into it.
I don't know. I like hockey. I know nothing about football. Honestly, the most football I know is what Wes has taught me here at church. He's just stand at the kiosk and tell me about different things about football. So
he is really.
I've learned a bit there.
I just love talking football with him. It's good stuff.
Since he knows so much, wouldn't he be right?
Oh man, that's intense. Well,
Don't know
I
if
mean,
Dan got that, but that's okay.
I don't think so, but that's
No,
okay.
Sorry.
All
I didn't get it. Something
all I
happened on
hear,
my phone.
because Wes is Seahawks,
Yeah.
Seattle
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Well, Dan, you were saying he's so experienced, and he knows so much. Then how could he possibly be wrong with what he said?
That's true. That is true.
All right, we'll take
Maybe
it.
he knows
So
more.
Dan just switched his team loyalty, is what I hear.
I did. Yeah. I
Yeah.
just switched my team loyalty.
Oh man,
he loves
Wes,
Seahawks. Yeah.
that message worked
welcome,
real
Wes.
well.
We
Wow.
did it. Even Hannah says Bears equal bad.
Bears equal bad.
Yeah.
Bears beats
Bears.
Battlestar
Battlestar
Galactica.
And
Oh wow.
copyrighted. Here we go. Anyways.
Oh man. Whoops.
Anyways, moving on to college,
Oh my
post-secondary.
goodness.
Good times.
We're in
right?
that currently, Abby.
We're in college currently,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
don't have much to
Abby,
speak to
where
that
are you
one.
going?
I'm currently at Vanguard College. I'm third year, studying to be a youth pastor. I got one more year,
Nice.
and
Very
then
nice.
I'm a pastor.
And you're a pastor.
Very nice.
Legit. What about you, Josh?
I went to NAPE for 2 years and came out with my civil engineering technology diploma.
Wow.
And now
Sounds
I'm
legit.
at U of A going to my third year for education with a major in physics and a minor in general sciences.
That's legit.
Yep.
Very
I'm
nice.
For all
impressed.
those who are thinking of education and going to U of A, don't do a science as a major and then do minor in general sciences. Doesn't work very well.
No?
No. The classes don't work very well. So
Oh.
if you want to do one, just pick like chemistry as a minor and physics as a major.
I
100%
never
recommend.
enjoyed physics or chemistry or none of that. So I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I just, nope.
We're aiming to teach it one day. You never know. I could be in a high school near you soon.
Yep. You got it.
Thank you.
I went to Peace River Bible Institute,
Nice.
which was loads of fun. I was there for just over 3 years. It was great. Some of my best memories were in the dorm. Like, that was just a wild time. And yeah, it was just good. It was so good. Yeah, that's all I can say.
I honestly
just
wish
loved
I
it.
would have done the living on your own thing, like on res or something. I feel like that's a good experience.
Oh man, yeah, like, it's a lot of
Yeah.
fun, like to do it that way. It's fantastic, so good. There's someone else who wants to speak to those of you who are all done. Keith has something to say to those who just finished. Yeah. So let's have a listen to Keith.
Hi, grads. I want to say a special congratulations to those who are graduating from college and university for the hard work that you put in, for the significant accomplishment that it's been, and in these challenging times and not being able to celebrate the way you would like to, I pray that God's gonna bless you and fill that space up with His sense of fulfillment and affirmation on the work that you've done. We celebrate you, and we rejoice with you and what you've done and what God's done in and through you. So, way to go! Congratulations.
Keeping us all together. All right, college and university post-secondary. Here's just a few things I've just been, thinking about here for you guys in these days. You're done. Now what's ahead of you is just the life. Now it's time to get a job. These are things you hear all the time when you finish college or university, right? That these are the things you have to do, right? Right? Now you have to start life. Now everything begins. This is an important moment in your journey. But I'm not interested in wanting just to say the same old things that we usually hear at these kinds of things. But rather, there's a story that I want you to hear that I think is really important for where you are in life and where the Lord wants to take you. See, back in the book of John, chapter 21, we read of Jesus sitting on the shore, and he's having a meal with the disciples. He's having breakfast. Just a few days previous, he had actually risen from the grave, and now he was sitting with his friends. And just as the meal started to wind down, he had an emotional talk with his good friend, Peter. You see, just a few days ago for Peter, he denied ever knowing Jesus, and it broke Peter's heart. So for Jesus, he did what only he can do. He forgave Peter, and he restored him. He totally built him up. He was ensuring that his mistakes would not be the last word on his life, that it wouldn't be the thing that really lasted with him forever. But rather for Jesus, he saw Peter in a whole new light, and he actually built him up that day, and he totally forgave him just as Jesus does. But then Peter does what so many of us do. He looks to one of the other disciples that was standing close by, and he says to Jesus, "What about him over there? What about that guy?" And so for Jesus, he looks at Peter, and he says, if he were to live till I come back, or if he dies tomorrow, what is that to you, Peter? You follow me. In fact, we have a tendency, though, throughout most of our lives, to look to other people, to wonder, what about them? To always look to compare. In fact, this is inherent from birth. In fact, we live our lives wondering if we are ever good enough. As you move on now from college and university, you will be pulled to always compare with others. You're always going to compare jobs, salaries, cars, homes, and the list goes on. But to actually live a life where all you do is compare is to actually live a life in chains. You will never have enough. You will never accomplish enough, and nothing will ever satisfy if that's how you're living out of that heart posture. But rather, the words of Jesus to Peter bring freedom to you and me. Because we hear Jesus say, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Don't be really concerned about their home. Don't be worried about their job. Don't be worried about their salary. Don't be worried about their family. You follow me. This is the call from Jesus. He has amazing, amazing things in store for you. They are totally full of life. They're full of joy. They're full of purpose. But if you spend your time looking to the lives of others, all that the Lord has for you could simply pass you by. It can go by quickly. He has called you for something great and amazing. Jesus will never look at you and then look at someone else to only compare. He will never, ever do that to you. He loves you just as you are. So love him, serve him, follow him, and no matter what, keep your eyes fixed on him and on no one else. It is in him that you'll find life, and it'll be life to the full. Okay, so guys, we love you, and we are proud of you, and this is an exciting time in your life. And so we just want to pray God's blessing over you, and just trust that he is going to use you in amazing ways for his kingdom. And guys, I am proud of each and every one of you. So guys, good job this year, and guys, way to go. Thanks.
I mean, I haven't graduated college yet, so I don't really got.
I've done it once, so.
Yeah, I think for me, though this was important for me, I think as I look back on my time at college, and what I noticed, when I got done and I saw a lot of my friends start to go into ministry, I often felt like, man, I'm not actually there yet. And then I watched my friends, and in fact, they were the first to buy homes. They were the first to have kids. And I thought to myself, I'm not where they are. And I would always look to other people, though I'd be asking Jesus, what about them?
Yeah.
And it was always the same invitation from Jesus. He was always like, Dan, it doesn't matter about them. He says, you just have to follow me. And so I think that's why that's important for us, just to remember that's always going to be something that's always in the back of our minds nagging us.
Totally.
And so it's important just to remember that we have an invitation from Jesus that just says, I'm actually just, rather just says, this is about you following me, not about what everybody else is doing. So anyway, I just love that.
Totally. I mean, a total side note, less deep on this one, but I just think it's kind of funny that the stream should be aware of this knowledge. So I graduated with a certificate my first year in college, and so we had a college first year graduation.
You had a first year graduation.
It was because we got like a certificate. Some people like graduate out then, other people continue on with their degree.
Okay,
So
you
there's
should
like
probably go on with the story here.
so there's a certificate, and so as me, just a loving human, I'm like, let me invite my pastor. I mean, granted, he was already coming because there were some people graduating their 4th year, but that's minor details. So I'm like, let me invite my dear pastor. And so I'm at the church and ready, and I get a call from Dan. And he goes, Where is everyone? And I'm like, we're all here. We're all like in the church. Like it's packed full. Cars are filling the parking lot. He's like, I'm walking around the building. I see no one. The parking lot's empty. And so Dan had gone to the wrong location and showed up halfway, or would you say halfway? A little bit late into my grad.
A little bit late.
30 minutes.
So he was late to the grad. So we're all sitting on stage, and I looked to my friends who were sitting beside me. I was like, you see the guy walking in late right there? It's my pastor. That's the one I'm learning
That's
from.
my pastor.
When it says Vanguard grad, it is not wrong to expect that it could be at Vanguard. I almost walked into another church going on. It was bumping. Like they were having
Yeah,
a good
they
time
got
there.
they got good
It
stuff
was
there, but it was not a
fantastic.
graduation.
To be fair, it has happened. My NATE graduation was at U of A at one of their convocation halls.
That's wild.
So like,
You know?
I can get Dan. Here's the thing. I would agree with you. I originally thought it was an 8 too until we actually got the location.
Yeah.
'Cause I would
See,
assume Nate would
I
be a
mean,
Nate, but no.
I think Dan did get the location. Just throw that out
I
there.
did not get the
Just throwing
location.
it out there.
I did not get the location, and I was there, and I was proud of you. And I'll go to your next one.
Can I be there too?
Yeah.
Sick. I'm gonna be 40 minutes late.
Oh my gosh, I'm
God,
gonna have a slow stream
Dan,
of people going
if we
in.
all come in 10 minutes apart.
I'm
hear me
like,
out.
yeah, those are my
You be on time
people.
this time, Dan, so that she can't get mad at you. But I'll come like 10, and then we'll get someone to come 20, 30, 40. Get the whole thing.
I
think
don't
this is
like
a
that
great
you
plan.
guys are planning this already.
Remember
But
Heaven's going to be good too.
anyway, we have a second game.
We
Second
do.
game.
And I'm kind of stressed for it because it's are you smarter than I think a 6th, 9th, and 12th grader?
Yes.
And I'm actually stressed because I feel like the things we're going to be asked, like we don't know the questions, but I'm scared that the things we're going to be asked, like I haven't learned since grade 6, 9, or 12, and I'm scared.
You've been in it. You were in it the most recent compared to Dan
Yeah,
and I.
but I also like wasn't the most amazing high school
Is
student.
that our fault?
No, I'm just stressed.
Got 'em.
I'm just
Got 'em.
interested. Okay. So wait, we all have buzzer apps on our phone because
Oh yes.
we're
This was
cool.
quite the journey
and-
into download too, by the way, chat.
Oh wait, where's my oh? There's my buzzer.
Oh wait. Am I gonna get?
Oh wait, mine
I'm
has
gonna get-
advertisements. I need to switch that off.
Cool, I got mine.
I don't know how a buzzer is loading, but it's loading.
Dania said that basically
Oh.
sums up our relationship.
Who?
Dania says that sums up our relationship.
Also true.
It's very true.
Oh, okay, I'm ready. Okay,
Okay.
so are we reading the question and then we have to buzz in what it is?
Yes, that's the whole point, right? That's
Okay.
the whole point we're having this thing.
Yeah.
Does someone with better eyesight want to read
okay,
it?
Are you smarter than a grade 12 graduate?
Oh
Okay.
man.
Oh.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Which planet is closest to Earth? I want to
Who
say
was that?
Mars.
Is it you?
You said Mars?
I think
Mars?
so. It's either Mars or Venus.
Is
I'm
that
gonna run with
no?
Mars.
You said Mars. Is that producer? Is that correct or
I'm
is
gonna
that
be really
incorrect?
upset with myself.
Mercury.
Mercury
Oh,
is the
Ooh,
right answer.
So Josh is at negative
I
1
did
point.
negative science.
1
I should have
point.
known this by now.
Aren't you?
was gonna say
Yeah. Aren't you
Mercury.
in astronomy or something?
I took astronomy, but we didn't actually focus on the order of the planets or anything.
Oh,
We focused on
interesting.
crazy other stuff. Sorry
Okay.
for the chat. I let
Poor
you down
Pluto
there. I
is
let you
always getting
down
a
there.
bad rap with the planets.
Oh,
too,
I
by the
love
way.
Pluto.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you smarter than a grade 9 graduate? What is known as the powerhouse of the cell?
What?
Mitochondria.
I didn't even get to finish the question.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse
It
of
is
the cell.
mitochondria. It's the running joke of every student. I feel like if you were born in the 90s and up, this is the running joke for high school. and
This
any
is
other
the
school.
one thing
So
I
us
took away
80s
from high
kids
school.
got nothing here. There
Yeah.
we go.
Well, I'm just saying, for whatever reason, the only fact anyone remembers from biology is the fact that the mitochondria.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of
That
the
is
cell.
it.
That's all I.
I can't
Ask
explain
me anything
it.
else.
No
I
one
have no
says you
idea.
need to memorize this. You just do.
It's just what you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I know it from internet memes more than like school. But I have the knowledge, so that counts.
I didn't know that.
It works.
I'm
Okay.
not smarter than a ninth
Are you smarter
grader.
than a grade 6 graduate?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
What do you call a? I cannot.
What do you call a group?
What do you call a group of giraffes?
A gaggle?
A gaggle? Isn't that birds?
Oh.
I'm gonna go with a flock. I don't know.
I'm gonna say a herd. I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a gaggle.
A tower.
A tower.
What?
Actually, that makes all the sense now.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
do.
When you
But
think
that's
about the
not
next-
plural.
They don't multiply in height though, Dan.
I mean, they could piggyback.
Giraffe is.
You think giraffes have the physical capabilities to piggyback on each other?
I don't doubt them.
All right.
Okay.
You cannot prove me wrong yet. There.
And-
Okay.
okay.
Are you smarter than a grade 12 graduate?
In the year our grade 12 grads were born, what city hosts the Olympics? Burn.
You can't do.
I don't have my phone with me. I was reading
What
this.
city hosted the Olympics?
Wait, what year were they born?
2002. Oh,
2000?
Salt Lake City.
Do you actually know?
I have no idea.
Beijing. No,
Vancouver.
that's too soon. I redact
yeah.
my answer.
Vancouver's 20.
Vancouver 2010. Salt Lake City.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Salt Lake
Really?
City.
How'd you know that?
Because I watched Canada win gold in hockey.
What year was that? Is that 2002?
2002.
That
Wow.
amazes me. They were born 2002. They were
I was
2000
4
babies.
years old. That feels
Okay.
like a kind of rip
Next
off.
question. I'm going to bring up my phone with me this time, chat.
Okay, are you smarter than a grade 9 graduate?
What is the highest grossing holiday movie of all time? I'm going to go with Elf.
Hold on. When we say holiday movie, like, does it have to be about
You're not
the
allowed to
holidays,
say
or just
Die
come
Hard.
out on
saying
the holidays?
Elf. That's just me because I think it's a Christmas movie. I'm going to roll with that.
Grinch.
Ooh, that's actually a good point. I might be wrong here.
What do
I'm
you
actually
give?
going to go off board. I'm going to say Frozen 2 because it
That's
comes out
not.
around
That's
that
not a
time.
holiday.
Okay, answer. Home Alone.
Oh, man, I love Home Alone.
It's the Home Alone face.
I made that face earlier as we were setting stuff
That's
up.
true. It was stressful.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep standing. Is that okay with you guys? 'Cause it feels
That's
easier.
it's a blessing.
Oh my goodness. Are you smarter than grade 6? Hey, Chad, I'm really close to you. This is also a really tiny text. If Abby uses 4 eggs to make a cake, how many cakes can she make with 24 eggs?
Oh.
6.
That's correct. That is
I'm
math.
Give me
so
the
ready
answer,
for
Chad.
this. I was
There's
like,
all kinds of math right there.
6. Let's go. Give me the maths.
At least I get to bake some cakes. It's
Can you
exciting.
actually bake 6 cakes?
I've never tried it.
I baked creme brulee the other day.
I'm impressed, Dan. I'm impressed.
But did you bake 6 creme brulees?
All right.
I
Next
didn't, but I
question.
could.
Let's do
Oh,
this.
man.
Oh, we're back. We're done.
Oh, there we go.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Wow. Okay. Let's see how it is.
Everybody is a winner.
I have no idea who won that. I lost track of points after the first
I think
question.
what's important is we had fun.
I feel like
Oh,
Dan was definitely
yes.
the closest to winning.
I don't think fully.
I think I
He
maybe
gets-
got 1 or 2. But no. I think you won.
I got the math one right.
I mean, no one's guessed that I've been close to winning, but Lana pointed at me, so. Lana pointed at me, so
Well, okay then.
I assume
Okay.
that.
I suppose.
That's fine.
That's
It is.
fine.
All
Anyway,
right, guys. Now we're going to talk about the grade 12s.
Yay!
The rest of this, not the rest of this, a good portion of this stream that we're going to do is going to be focusing on you guys because I think, or we all agree that you guys definitely missed out on a lot this year.
Yeah.
Not getting a proper grade 12 grad is not fun to deal with whatsoever. And I mean, I know for me, my grade 12 grad was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun talking with friends and reminiscing about crazy stories that happened in high school and stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to take a little bit here. We're going to talk about some fun stories from us, and then I have a speech, and there's a blessing video as well. And we're going to kind of roll through the night. We're nearly done here, ladies and gentlemen, but we want to spend the last bit of it on you guys in grade 12.
Yeah.
It's not, that's so rough, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really rough.
So let's talk about some fun moments in high school, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Grade
What was
12?
some crazy stories that you have.
Oh man. Okay. So I went to ESME. I know. Oh man. So
That's no longer a school, right?
they just shut down the high school portion,
Oh, okay,
but not
okay.
the junior.
Oh,
I think
I didn't
junior
know
high
they did
school.
that.
I don't know. I don't go there anymore. I have no idea what's happening. But so they do this thing called air bands where you create like this whole elaborate like dance routine thing, and it's like actually it sounds cheesy, but it actually was like the highlight of the year, and it was so fun. And so grade 12, we were like, we're going to win this thing. We're going all out.
Commit.
And so we had and my grade 12 class, there was only 12 graduates. We were a very tiny class. And so we had this whole thing. We're supposed to have like a 3-minute like dance routine. We created like a 14-minute video
14
that we had
minutes?
like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, High School Musical.
You haven't even seen all of Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a minor detail. And so we had these like whole dances from it, like all these things to it. And it was the craziest, most fun thing. But like the video itself was like mediocre. But like filming it and like getting to do like all the crazy things that we had with our friends was just like such a fun time of like just creating it, and like all 12 of us were just so in it, and it was such a fun like experience for me that like sticks out from my high school year.
Coming together, forming a little community,
Yeah.
doing something fun together. I
Yeah,
get that.
the little 12s.
The little 12s. 'Cause
Little
you guys
12s.
were, yeah, my graduate class was like 600 students. I
Wow.
went to Belrose for all of those. I graduated in 2014. I'll give you 2 highlights of my high school career. all right?
Okay.
First one, Bikeathon. If you don't know what it is or you haven't been to a Belrose and they've
Bikeathon's
had it, it is so amazing. They're raising money for cancer. Yeah, one of the coolest activities I've ever been a part of. It is really weird to bike at like 3 a.m. and then go to class at 8.
Oh, wow.
I
Yep.
did it, and then it was great. I remember the very first bikeathon I did, because the very first year, your body's not ready for what you're about to put it through, really. And so I had biked from, I think my shift was 3 to 4, and I pretty much stayed up all night. I went to my first class at 8, because I was at school, so I might as well go. And then I remember my mom picked me up. I didn't make it to my room when I got home. I passed out in the living room. Like, I just flopped on the floor. Didn't even make it to the couch. Passed out for like 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a wild time, but it was
That
so much
sounds
fun.
iconic.
Yeah, and then the second one, this was a bit more dangerous, all right? There was a big tornado warning to the point where they were locking down the school to a certain degree. But it
Oh.
wasn't like an official lockdown. They're just like, kids, stay inside. Yeah, my twin brother and I just left and walked home. We didn't know really what was happening, and it
We're
was
not
the
in
end of
Kansas
school.
anymore, Toto.
Oh my gosh.
And so, like, we don't live very far from our house. We're like 5 minutes away. And so we walked home, and my mom's face when we walked to the door, she's like, "Where'd you come from?" And we're like, "We walked home, Mom." She's like, "There's a tornado warning." We're like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, you could
No
handle
worries.
it. You'd been trained with dodgeballs to fight
That's right,
mountain
you can train
lions,
to
so
fight
you were
mountain
you were
lions with
ready with
dodgeballs.
the
I was ready to
tornado.
handle tornadoes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Those are some highlights for me. And I also played soccer for all 3 years. That was
Oh,
good.
that's good.
My team, so, but it was a great time anyways.
Oh, love it.
Super cool. Yeah, I graduated in 2001.
Nice,
So
nice.
next year's my 20-year high school reunion.
That's fantastic.
Whoa.
Crazy to think about, which I'm also hoping to plan, by the way, which is
cool.
Oh,
lots of
that's
fun.
cool though.
My highlights of college are like my one kind of main highlight slash lowlight.
The what?
Highlight slash lowlight. It's got both in one.
Okay.
Every year I wanted to try out to play football, and every year I broke something like a good week before.
Are you for real?
Usually toes and fingers. Like, that's usually what happened. And well, okay, so the one time I did like grade 11, I broke my pinky toe, like of all things, like your pinky toe. I broke that because my brother and I were wrestling in our basement. We put a hole in the wall, and
Oh my
it was
gosh.
great.
I thought this was gonna be a sports-related injury, like you were training hard
No,
and
this
you
is
broke something.
No,
This was just
This
you
is
being you.
this is me not thinking.
Wow.
Yeah, so
feel as bad as anymore.
the other time I splintered my thumb, I think, like this one here.
Ow.
And then what was the other one? It was another foot. Might have been an ankle, actually, on the opposite foot. But anyway, I was so bummed because it would always happen. Every single year. It was like, okay,
Did you ever
this is
think
my
to
year.
just not do anything going up until the tryout?
No.
Dan
no,
goes
no.
all out with his
Yeah.
life.
No. I mean, yeah, has to be full send. Like I have to. That's
So
the only
if
way
you ever
forward.
try out for football again, you're just guaranteed to break something before.
Guaranteed.
But Dan, in your grade 12 year, you wouldn't have considered 2 years back to back, you breaking something before tryouts. You're like, nah, man.
Third
Not-
time's
not
the
a bit.
charm.
Not a bit. I just
my
thought to myself,
Wow.
this is my year. Nope.
This is your year. and you
This
broke
is it.
again.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Never
Well,
happened.
That's unbelievable.
We could have been a winning team. We would never know.
You would have never known.
We'll never know.
No.
Yeah. We'll never
I think you
know.
got to try for football again.
I think
Yeah, I
I
think
should go
that'd be-
relive my dream.
you should go
this
I think
fall.
that'd be genius.
Yeah.
You
I
can
should
go- you
coach
can make it
and
on the
make myself
Bears.
captain.
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's yep.
Aim for the Bears. Aim high, Dan.
Aim high.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
I think now we're going to have the grade 12 blessing video.
I want to give a special congratulations, and I'm so excited for you for your accomplishments as grade 12 graduates, and not only for what you've done, but also for your whole life that you have ahead of you. I'm just so proud of you.
Hey grads, so proud of you and all that you've accomplished. And as you head into this next phase of life, know that Jesus is with you every step of the way. And I just wanted to share a favorite verse of mine, one that has always given me strength in seasons of change and encouragement. And it's Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. And it says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified, for the Lord goes with you, and he will never leave you or forsake you." And as you head into this next phase of your life, take those words to heart, that Jesus will not leave you or forsake you, and he will be there with you every step of the way. Congratulations, class of 2020. We are so proud of you. Have fun celebrating.
Hey everybody, welcome back. That was some awesome video from Elaine and them. That was really good. I'm really proud of that. All right, grade 12s, it's time to have a little chat, okay? I actually found it kind of difficult writing a proper commencement speech that really encapsulates your entire high school journey. One that explains the hardships that come with high school. From making new friends, gaining newfound independence, learning things about yourself, or even what you're going to wear the next day to school or grad. I know I struggle with what I was going to wear to school the next day. I know this has been an incredibly unpredictable year. Many of you anxiously anticipated diplomas, purchased those grad suits and dresses, and were really ready to complete high school and step out into the world, shining brightly, ready to take anything on. And then, of course, as we all know, the pandemic happened. It most likely threw a wrench, so to speak, into all those plans. Diplomas were canceled after much deliberation, and entire graduations were done in Walmart parking lots. Yes, it has happened. Also done via curbside gatherings, as I'm sure many of you have seen online, or over the internet like we're doing tonight. There's no photos with your closest friends, no after grad parties, no saying goodbye to those teachers who meant so much to you and helped you achieve the many goals I'm certain you all aimed for, or seeing some of their lame dance moves. That was a highlight for me. So many things missed due to the current situation the world is in. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, learning to adapt to online schooling, and trust me when I say I understand how hard it can be to focus. Sometimes it can be even hard to focus during actual schooling. You know, in that one class with the monotone teacher talking about something you'll never really use in real life. You know what class I'm talking about. I'm looking at you, the Pythagoras theorem in math class. I'm just kidding. You might use it one day. In all seriousness, I can only imagine how you must have all felt when the news broke on how school will be for your final year. What I want to ask of you is to look back on these 12 long years of schooling and be proud of what you've accomplished. From all the late nights, the final exams, the quizzes, the homework, and of course the disaster that group projects can be. Trust me, we've all been there. Remember the hardships when you finally got the grade you had worked so hard for and studied all night. Remember the time you made to the sports team that you trained all summer for, or when you finally got into that club that you were excited to go for. You've completed a major milestone in your life. There may not be a stage to cross today, one that you can have your entire family and friends cheering you on alongside you for, but those people haven't left your corner. Call your friends and reminisce about the many crazy memories I'm sure you have during your entire high school experience. Give your parents, or whoever has supported you through all this, a big hug, because I know they are extremely proud of you too. You know, or I should say, I know these next few months and upcoming year can bring a sense of fear and anxiety for many of you. What will it actually look like to graduate college? What will it look like to graduate now? How will university and college work? Will you be able to find a job if that's what you aim for? All of these are great questions. One thing I'm certain on is that you will be able to handle it. It is easy to say not to worry. Those are merely just words. But look at what you've accomplished. Look at your current track record. 12 years of schooling and a global pandemic. What can you not handle? Always believe in yourself, and remember to give yourself breaks once in a while. Trust me, you'll need them. Life can be hard, I'm not going to lie. I've had my fair share of stress and hardships in my post-secondary career. One thing I would like to leave with you is to not attempt this whole thing alone. I know parents are trying their best to ensure that you have a bright future, even when there's times that you don't see eye to eye. Love them and respect them, and some amazing things will come from that relationship. Next, find some good friends who have your back. I know this might mean making new ones if all of your high school friends are going off to different colleges or doing different things in life. But trust me, it's going to be okay. You'll make those bonds again, and you'll find new friends. And I say, again, trust. When you find a good group of friends, they can make the world of difference. Also remember who has stood by you even when it feels like no one else has. God. His unwavering character, his endless love for you, and his pursuit for your heart is constant. It is, has, and always will be there beside you. God will be there with you on your first day of online college. He will be there for you as you make new friends and possibly lose old ones. He's the biggest constant and support in my life, and I implore you to seek your own relationship with him. Life after high school only gets more complicated, but God will always have the answers. Whether he reveals them to you is kind of up to the big guy upstairs. Lastly, my hope and prayer are that you will continue to grow and learn about yourselves. New experiences can be very uncomfortable, but it is important to escape your comfort zone and try new things. Follow God with everything you have, and he will lead you down some brilliantly wonderful paths that you may have never even considered. I want to end this speech with a quote from C.S. Lewis and a little blessing from Scripture, which I think really underlines the experience of graduation. So I begin with a quote from C.S. Lewis. "A pleasure is not full grown until it is remembered." I think that really is a testament to this graduation and really all graduations. Looking back on the memories you formed are never going to leave you, and that's really where the joy can come from. I want to look next at Jeremiah 17:7-8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water, that sends out roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought, and never fails to bear fruit. What I say lastly is do not dwell on what was sadly taken from you in this final year of high school, but remember all the wonderful and meaningful moments of it. Trust in God, and he will bear fruit with you. Cheers to the grad class of 2020. You got...
That was awesome.
Man, that was great. Good
Yeah.
speech. Fantastic.
Yeah. Grade 12.
Man,
Easy. Like,
It's
you're on to
nuts.
the next stage of life, guys. You know
next
what I mean?
stage.
And like whether you want to go to university or not, whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Totally. And one thing we can confirm is no matter what, once you graduate, you just start eating all the ramen. It's just what you live off of. That's what you eat, is you
I
eat
actually
ramen.
purchased ramen today at
Yeah.
Sobeys.
College or not, it's ramen.
Yeah.
That's what you do once you graduate.
It's fantastic.
That's so
Grade
good.
12 was an amazing time.
So good.
But one of the things too about tonight is this wasn't just Dan, Josh, and I's doing. We weren't able to set this all up on our own. All of what you've seen has been set up by some really amazing people that have come to
Yeah.
help out. So we have Raina and Lana here, and Jordy is here as well. She just had to run out for some things, but they came and they helped set everything up. And we have for all of our tech stuff, we
Nathan,
have
get
Nathan
over
and
here.
Caleb, and they've just put so many people put hours of meetings and planning and setting
Tons of
things
work.
up, and they just did so much to get this whole thing going. Not it would not have looked this nice. The tech would not be running as smoothly if it wasn't for all of them. And so, like we said too, Jordy is here too. She just had to run out for a few things, but she helped with so much of
Yeah.
this. So
She'll be back soon.
Yeah,
We have a
so-
student video to show beforehand anyways.
Yeah,
Totally.
that's right.
So we have a few videos here from all of our students and
Yeah.
stuff, or not all of them, but a good amount of you that we just want to be able to celebrate, so you guys can see some familiar faces from your friends. So we'll show that
Let's
now.
watch that.
Yeah,
We're getting there.
we're
ladies and gentlemen.
we're the awkward pause. I like it. It will be there in.
It is coming.
God bless you guys.
Congratulations. God bless.
Congratulations.
Great job. Congratulations.
We're proud of you. Good job, everyone.
Seize the day. Congratulations.
We're proud of you guys.
Hey, well done. Congrats.
Congratulations, post-secondary students. We're so proud of you for doing such a great job in getting through your post-secondary studies. Way to go.
And congratulations, grade 12s. You're done high school. Yay, you're done. Well, unless you're going on to post-secondary.
And grade 9s. Congratulations on finishing that, a major milestone. Now you're ready for high school and a new adventure awaits for you.
And congratulations, grade 6s. You've just got a long way to go.
Congratulations, grads. This is such a special season for you, and we are so blessed to be even just a small part of it.
We have the great privilege of just declaring a blessing over you. And so to all of our grads, we bless you in the name of the Father, his Son, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. And we bless you with a deepening experience of personal friendship with God as you walk together with him in the adventures that lay ahead of you in this next season. We pray that the eyes of your hearts might be opened to see how Jesus is at work in your life and through your life to bless those around you.
And we bless you with bold, brave, beautiful hearts, that you might have the courage necessary to make choices that are in alignment with what is true and noble and honorable and right. We pray that the depths of your convictions would be rooted in an unshakable understanding of how deeply you are loved, and that this would in turn free you to do what blesses God's heart and blesses others.
We bless you with a distinct and personal understanding of who Jesus has made you to be, that in the midst of the many pressures you will face, that you will find yourself returning again and again to God's purposes for your life, that you would be deeply anchored in him. May you come into a greater experience of your identity as you come to know the heart of Jesus and to understand his delight and how he has uniquely shaped and formed you in his very own image.
And to all of our grads, we bless you with a radiating, irrepressible joy that reflects the most joyous person alive, the Lord Jesus Christ himself. And may it stem from learning to hear and recognize his voice through all of the twists and turns that will be reflected in the road ahead for you. May you know the voice of God that is personal, tender, and invitational. And may he guide you through all that is before you.
We bless you in Jesus' name with a felt sense of his presence as you enter into this next chapter. We love you. We are proud of you.
And we are cheering you on in the adventure that lies ahead.
Truly, God bless you.
God bless you.
Wow.
That was great, eh?
That was really
yeah.
So, like, the whole combination of everything. It's just so good.
So good. So good.
The grade 9 boys video.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
That was made by them.
Yeah, they submitted it, made that whole thing themselves, which is amazing.
Awesome. What a cool video.
So cool.
Yeah, and like having all of our pastors and everything too.
Wow.
Yes. But before we move
Yes,
on.
and a quick side note.
Yes, there's someone else that's here that has
Yes.
to
Walk across the
say
stage
hi
for me.
here to
Yeah,
everybody.
so we brought
she
them
can
all
bring
on
the
earlier,
pole.
but Jordy's back. So Jordy's just going to do a quick little hey. So
She put a ton of
again,
work into
Jordy
all this, so
helped
thank
so
you, Jordy,
much.
for all your hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we've said it before, I've said it again. We're so incredibly thankful for the team that helped, and Jen Claudia as well helped so much with all of this. So
Yes.
again,
Yeah, oh my
we're
goodness.
just so thankful
Getting
for
the
all of them.
balloons and everything.
Yeah, this whole setup.
She printed
everything.
off the nice grad 2020.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just an amazing time. So we're very thankful for everyone. But
Hey, we have to send off graduation
yeah.
like you always would send off.
I have
these
to send off
songs.
graduation.
Exactly, we
Yeah,
have
we
to
do.
send
We
you
always
guys
do.
off.
So we got our grad caps because we're ready to toss them.
Yeah.
Because that's how you do this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
ready?
Boys and girls.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Graduation! There we go. ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome!
Wow.
That was
Way to go,
amazing.
Guys, that was it.
That's it.
guys. We love you guys.
We
I
do.
mean,
So
we know
much.
This wasn't, we know this is just kind of like a small way in which we could love on you guys for grad.
Yeah.
And so, we really hope you felt, we loved and encouraged by everything tonight, guys. We do love you, and we are really, really proud of all of you for all
So-
your accomplishments. So good
Yeah.
job, guys. Way to go.
Oh, there's no Oh
Wow.
my
Lord
goodness.
Angler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
Anyway.
We love you guys so much.
We do.
Yeah.
So
We will see you next Wednesday.
Yes,
though.
we
We are
will.
back
Yes.
on our regular
Yeah.
time for stream, all right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
make sure you tune in next Wednesday night. We'd love to see you.
Thanks for
Sounds
coming on,
good.
everybody.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. Take care.
Okay,
See
bye.
ya.